Look at Sackboy's adorable little face. Just look at it. That wide smile, that playful lolling tongue. It's hard to believe he's been around 6 years, or that he could still reduce us to fits of aw, every bit as much now as he did when we first set eyes on him. The LittleBigPlanet series helped define the PlayStation 3, and in turn, its ethos of play, create, share has helped to inspire the PlayStation 4. It's a platformer on the surface, but it's also a digital toy. You're encouraged to design your own levels, then play more levels that have been designed by others. But we've never been able to play the game at the same time with our friends, until now. LittleBigPlanet 3 finally introduces playable characters other than Sackboy. Oddsock is a four-legged character who can run fast and wall jump. Swoop is a big-beaked, impossibly cute birdie and is able to fly freely around levels and can carry other objects and even characters with him. Big Toggle can weigh down platforms or pressure plates, but can also turn into a miniature version of himself called Little Toggle, and then walk quickly on the surface of water or fit through teeny tiny spaces instead. These characters will be available to you when you sit down to create a level, but you can also choose which characters a prospective player can switch between. They're all fully customizable too, of course, just like little Sackboy himself, and their unique skills open up plenty of new opportunities to get creative with your gameplay in a series that was never exactly lacking in the imagination department anyway. In addition to new characters, however, there are also new power-ups to play around with. There's the Pumpinator, for example, which blows air in a designated direction to move light objects. But in addition to the game's pre-made power-ups, you can also now make your own using an all-new power-up creator. If your interests lie purely in level sculpting though, there are also 70 new tools to add to the list of enhanced ones carried over from LBP's 3 previous titles: LittleBigPlanet, LittleBigPlanet 2 and LittleBigPlanet PS Vita. You can now create action-packed trailers for your shared levels, for example, or build levels with a top-down perspective. The things you create can now be vastly more complex, whereas before animations and props could only consist of 3 layers of depth. LBP3 allows up to 16. LittleBigPlanet 3 takes place on a new planet in the LBP universe, Bunkum. After accidentally releasing 3 evil titans, Sackboy and his menagerie of new friends set out to stop them and the creator, Newton, voiced by House's Hugh Laurie, from destroying their creative paradise. Judging by what we've seen of the game so far, it will of course retain LittleBigPlanet's distinctive whimsical charm and tried and tested adage of play, create, share, while working in multiple new innovations like the PS4's touchpad to make this the most empowering game creation tool around. Favourite new games we've seen being made so far include a top-down shooter featuring helicopters and tanks, a side-scrolling horse racer, only with Oddsock in the starring role as a horse to Sackboy's jockey, and an interplanetary roller coaster. Given the PS4's wealth of social features and functions, it isn't difficult to picture LBP3 thriving long after launch, with the usual eclectic mix of fan-made creations meaning the game will live on for months, even years after players complete the main campaign. Sackboy may be sharing the spotlight for the very first time, but he's still shining even more brightly than ever.